under his belt. Last fight back in September, a win via TKO in round 1. A real MMA style. Started fighting because he wanted to learn how to defend himself. But in this 2-month camp, worked on his work, as he put it. He said he's improved all of his weaknesses. He's dedicated this to everybody, most importantly himself, predicting a first-round knockout.
Watch some of the footage out there on him. He's got 2 fights under his belt, 1-1. He's got great striking, really quick hands, and good movement. And that's something that's going to be important here tonight, going up against Phil, the Prophet Whalen.
Yeah, Phil Whalen is very well-rounded, so I'll be interested to see how Tyler's able to deal with those well-rounded skills. Phil mostly thought of as a grappler in his early fights. Last fight, dropped the dude with a jab. I'm sorry, it was 2 fights ago.
Sample, one of the up-and-coming fighters out of Unlimited Kickboxing. New developing relationship between them and Flex, and he's looking to get in the win column.
Making his way to the cage, help me welcome Phil Whalen.
Here we have Phil the Prophet Whalen, 26 years old, standing 5'8" out of Center Reach, New York. Training for about 4 years. He's a BJJ blue belt. He's 3-2 in MMA. Both of his last fights here. Last fight back in August, a loss by unanimous decision over Michael Sharon. His style is fast-paced and aggressive. And he's carried a vision since he's 7 years old to become a professional athlete, and he made that dream a reality. And he always hopes to help people fulfill, see what he did there? That journey as well.
He's got the fulfill flag as well.
Yeah, gotta love it, gotta love it. Just a super nice kid, super kind every time we see him, always thanks us for everything we do. He said he's fighting for a finish through this entire fight. His movement, his precision, his focus, they will shine.
Phil's definitely one of those personalities that's hard not to like, and he's the kind of guy that, you know, if I heard somebody say they didn't like him, I would think, like, what's wrong with you?
Right, yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah.
like a panda, no natural predators.
Yes.
Thinking back to his submission win that he had over Austin Godwin, that was about the most action-packed 90 seconds of fighting I had ever seen.
Yes, that was amateur MMA's version of Hearns Hagler.
Phil Whalen has made his way into the cage looking for a win in his backyard. For the particulars, here is Mr. Fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the night is a mixed martial arts bout in the men's flyweight division, brought to you by OP6 CBD. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Tyler Sample. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you for Phil the Prophet Whalen. And your referee for this contest, Tommy Rodriguez.
Another segment for Tommy Rodriguez. He's had his work cut out for him these last few fights.
Yeah, seriously. Very high-paced. Crazy work.
Also with everything around him that is going on as we're under action. Big leg kick for Whalen to start.
Phil's been one of these guys that every fight you see him improve. And he gets a little bit more comfortable every time I see him.
Nice takedown from Whalen. Used his opponent's momentum against him.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. Phil's got 3 wins, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm curious as to why this is novice rules then.
Maybe it's because it's Sample's first fight in New York.
Interesting.
If I had to guess, that would be why. But props to Whalen for being able to, or being willing to switch the rules set back.
Yeah, this is Whalen's 6th fight.
Phil, like a dog without a bone for this takedown.
Yeah, he's really very persistent with it. Most of his submissions and such have come off of the scramble, off of takedown defense. Or takedown attempts, I should say. Good takedown again.
Sample got a hold of that left arm from Whalen, but Whalen's still digging the underhook.
You can see, though, Sample's doing a good job. He's got the urgency to try to get up immediately. He's not interested in being on his back at all.
That does give up your back, though.
But Phil's interested in being on his.
Yeah,
Yes.
Beautiful job by Phil.
Oh, trying to sink in the rear naked.
Beautiful, beautiful transition from Phil Whalen here. It's a little high. He's got to try to get that left hook back in.
Sample really making him work to stay here.
Pull his top hand down, Tyler. Yes, sir.
Corner telling Phil to square back up on the back, trying to oblige, but instead slips off.
Drive forward,
Oh,
Tyler.
Phil's got a triangle,
Triangle.
almost.
Yeah, he's got the left leg up there.
Watch the triangle. Yes, sir.
Good job by Sample. He was intelligent there. He saw what Whalen was trying to set up. He knew the position he was in and addressed it. Good in-fight IQ.
Uppercut landed for Sample, then slipped, couldn't follow up.
I'd like to see Phil use his jab and his hook a little bit more to enter these striking exchanges. That'll make these takedowns that much more hidden.
After all, he does have a knockout by jab, so that is definitely a powerful weapon.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Another tough position here, up against the cage.
Blood coming out of the mouth of Phil Whalen there.
Yeah, he ate that uppercut early on pretty solidly. Nice knee to the.
First round comes to an end. A lot of back and forth there between Phil Whalen and Tyler Sample.
Certainly smells like Planet Nug in here.
It does. Feels very old-timey with the smoke kind of coming in from outside.
Yeah.
Don't get that anymore, but you think back to the old-fashioned boxing fights where you get the smoke coming in, it reflects in the pictures, kind of that blue background. Definitely coming over into tonight as well.
Smokers, as they were called, very
Yeah.
for a reason.
This fight presented by OP6 CBD, the preferred CBD sports and pain cream of many professional athletes. Second round action between Tyler Sample and Phil Whalen. Sample in the black, Whalen in the gray. Whalen looking for the takedown early here. Nice knee from Sample.
One thing that's plagued Phil in his fights,
Nice scramble,
especially
Whalen.
of late, is he gets very takedown happy. He forgets that he can use all the rest of his skills to set up those takedowns.
Yeah, and a little bit predictable.
Yes.
You know, he did that same entry a couple times. You can see Sample got wise to it.
Time called here. Ooh. Quick call here from Tommy Rodriguez. He's not playing any games after Angle has kind of got a couple of shots in on the ground to the head. That time, pretty much the first time we saw it out of Tyler Sample, immediately stands him up, takes the point.
I think
Props to him, though, for that correction.
Yeah.
I think that he warned them in between rounds.
Okay.
Because I saw him come over and say something to Phil, and what I thought he said was, I talked to him.
All right. Good eye by you, James, and Sample pays the price. Early point deduction here in round two. Not only the point deduction, loses that dominant position on top of Phil Whalen as well.
Props, though, to Tommy Rodriguez, though.
Yeah. A smart referee can own their mistakes and grow from them.
Whalen really wound up on that ground and pound strike to the body.
Yeah, almost like he realized midway where the strike was headed.
Looking for an Americana is Phil Whalen.
Phil's got to walk those knees up high. Towards the armpits, Phil, not to the air.
Oh, that's what he was trying for there.
Wow.
Sample is scrappy.
Yeah. Phil went up the arm there, but didn't quite catch it. But wound up on the back.
A bit high and slips right off.
Now get up.
That's one way to get up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last time he tried to like just technical stand up, kindly because Sample was letting up. Sample swung a hook. So
Yeah, that's true.
create a little extra distance. Why not?
Phil's got to be careful ducking his head low like that, though.
Yeah.
Noticed that in the first round as well. Sample trying to take advantage.
Sample likes that uppercut, and Phil keeps giving it to him nicely by putting his head there.
Is that Sample's glove tape that's stuck to him?
I bet you he had a pocket on the shorts. I saw that before,
Yeah.
and I bet you what it is. There's a pocket in the back of those shorts, and you can't fight with a shirt that has pocket.
You could be right.
Late takedown for the Prophet here to end round 2.
Either that or he tore his shorts in the back, and then they just put them together however they could. We've seen stranger things in the flex cage.
True. See the end of round 2, and really interesting fight so far. Lots of back and forth on the ground. We've seen that several fights tonight. This one no different.
Yeah. It's like this would be the time where we tell you like what would you want each person to do different, and I just feel like they haven't fell in enough of a predictable pattern for us to really have enough of an assessment. I would like to see Phil hide his takedowns a little bit better, but other than that, again, I just feel like they're just flying around.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see both of them kind of slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, they're both redlined RPM-wise, where I feel like maybe if they slow down, things might present themselves a little bit better. You know, Phil kind of rushes to some of those positions a little bit, and I feel like it costs him a little bit. And Sample a little bit rushing to some of his striking.
Third and final round between Phil Whalen and Tyler Sample here on the flyweight feature.
I feel as though this would have been anybody's fight if it wasn't for the point deduction.
Yes.
Here the corner yelling for Phil to touch his hands with the jab.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great advice.
A couple big uppercuts from Sample. One just grazed off the dome. Big knee from Sample.
Phil's riding that into a double leg attempt there.
Phil's struggling to get those hands clasped together.
A takedown from Whalen. Try to step over, wraps up the legs.
Got to get that knee to the mat, though. There he goes.
Big for Whalen here to just get that takedown early, control the pace, and control where this fight goes in the third round.
Yeah, and it really seems like some of the greatest threats that he's been offered from Sample have been the striking. So by putting Tyler on his back, now that advantage is gone. That variable is gone.
See, Phil took his time there with that transition and actually was able now to secure the position. I feel like that was kind of hampering him those first 2 rounds.
Sample, you mentioned it, D-Rock. He's scrappy on the ground, but that takes away a lot of the movement. Body triangle as well from Whalen.
Phil's a little high here.
Yeah, he's kind of off to the side as well, kind of running the lat rather than the back.
Sample's really, doing a good job, though.
Yeah, very, very sound defensively.
Can't see if Phil looks to have a butterfly hook in.
Yeah.
I can't tell. He's got that right leg. He's got to look for that overhook. Oh, he doesn't have the hook.
But Phil being defensively responsible on the bottom, making it so that Tyler really can't do much of anything. Oh, again. Now, can he turn the corner? I'd like
trying to control that head.
I'd like to see Phil boombox a little bit. Take the left arm, get underneath the leg of Tyler Sample. That'll bite that hamstring down that little bit more because the head is forward.
He's only got 10 seconds to work. Does the Prophet?
See, Phil made an angle, but to the other. I need him to go to the other side to bite that knee down on the carotid.
He was trying to make that adjustment, but just ran out of time. A battle between Phil Whalen and Tyler Sample. This one goes the distance. And that point deduction again looms large.
Yeah.
Again, this fight presented by OP6 CBD, the preferred CBD sports and pain cream of many professional athletes. This one a lot of back and forth, and really we said it earlier, it could be anyone's fight. But with that point deduction, it makes things a lot tougher. And again, it's up to the judges to try to decide what they value more, the scrambles from Sample on the defensive side or Whalen.
Let's go, Tyler. Good shit. Good shit, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, the winner by majority decision, fighting out of the red corner, Phillip the Prophet.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the cage, Aaron Gonzalez.
Vamos a poder